Rahim. Start with the name of Allah, who is the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I hope you are well and good. Once again, welcome at Hira Public School. This is your English class in which we are going to learn a poem, The Microscope. This poem is written by Maxine Cumin. First of all, we have to know what is a poem. It is a collection of words that express an emotion or idea, sometime with a specific rhythm. अल्फाजों का वो मजमुआ जो ख़यालात और एहसासात को ज़ाहिर करे ख़ास लबो लहजे में. This poem is about microscope, and microscope is an instrument used to see objects that are too small to be seen by the naked eye. एक ऐसा आला जो आँख से ओझल ना नज़र आने वाली चीज़ों को बड़ा करके दिखाता है, like germs and bacteria. This poem is written by an American poetess, Maxine Cumin. She is an American poetess. Microscope poem reflects attitude of the people towards a genius and his inventions. इस नज़्म माइक्रोस्कोप में हम ऑर्डिनरी पीपल के रवैये के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. किसी भी इन्वेंशन से पहले लोग किसी जीनियस के साथ कैसा रवैया रखते हैं, इवन उसकी बातों पर यकीन नहीं करते. उसे कहते हैं कि वो लोगों का वक्त ज़ाया कर रहा है ऐसी बातें करके. Now we are going to read this poem. Stanza number 1 is, Anton Leeuwenhoek was a Dutch. He sold pincushions, cloths, and such. The waiting townsfolk fumed and fussed as Antons' fry goods gathered dust. Anton Leeuwenhoek एक डच मतलब नीदरलैंड का रहने वाला था. उसका प्रोफेशन कपड़े और पिन कुशन बेचना था. कस्बे के लोग उसका इंतज़ार करते रहते थे और बहुत ज़्यादा गुस्से में थे क्योंकि वो अपने काम पर तवज्जो नहीं दे रहा था. उसकी चीज़ें धूल मिट्टी से भरी पड़ी थीं. This poem is about Anton Leeuwenhoek. He was a Dutch. Dutch means the citizen of Netherlands. He is a shopkeeper and selling goods like pincushions and clothes. But he neglected his profession and didn't pay attention towards his work. Townsfolk were angry at him and his goods are covered with dust. Stanza number 2. He worked instead of tending store at grinding special lenses for a microscope. Some of things he looked at were mosquitoes' wings, the hair of sheep, the legs of flies, the skin of people, dogs and mice, ox eyes, spiders spinning gear. वो अपने काम को नेग्लेक्ट नज़रअंदाज करके माइक्रोस्कोप के लिए लेंसेज बनाने में मसरूफ़ रहता था जो कस्बे के लोगों को गुस्सा दिलाता था. माइक्रोस्कोप के ज़रिए जो चीज़ें ये देख सकता था उनमें मच्छरों के पर, भेड़ों के बाल, जुओं की टांगें, लोगों की चमड़ी और कुत्तों चूहों की भी चमड़ी, बैल की आँखें, मकड़ी का चक्करदार गियर या जाला वगैरह था. इन चीज़ों को देखने के लिए, उनको एग्जामाइन करने के लिए वो दिन रात माइक्रोस्कोप बनाने के लिए लगा रहता था. In second stanza, the poetess says that Anton Leeuwenhoek neglected his work as shopkeeper. He didn't sell ordinary things to people and he is busy and working day and night for grinding lenses of microscope. Anton spent his time in examining small things like mosquitoes' wings, the hair of sheep, the legs of flies, the skin of people, dogs and mice, ox eyes, spiders spinning gear. Stanza number 3. Fish's scales, a little smear of his own blood, and best of all, the unknown busy, very small, bugs that swim and bump and hop inside a simple water drop. इसके अलावा वो माइक्रोस्कोप के ज़रिए जो चीज़ें देख सकता था उनमें मछलियों के छिलके, छोटी और भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें, अपना खून, नामालूम मसरूफ़ और बहुत ही और छोटे बग जो पानी में तैरते हैं, उसमें टकराते हैं, उछलते हैं, कूदते हैं, जो कि पानी के कतरे के अंदर रहते हैं. In the third stanza, the poet is saying that with the help of microscope, Anton can see fish's skull, his own blood, and he is very busy in examining a water drop in which he can see bugs that are bumping and hopping inside a water drop. Stanza number 4. Possible. Most Dutchmen said, thus, Anton's crazy in the head. We ought to ship him off to Spain. He says he's seen a housefly's brain. He says the water we drink is full of bugs. He's made we'll think. नामुमकिन. डचमैन नीदरलैंड के रहने वाले कहते हैं एंटोन एक पागल है, हमें उसे दूर स्पेन भेज देना चाहिए. वो कहता है कि वो मक्खी का दिमाग देखेगा. वो कहता है जो पानी हम पीते हैं वो बग्स यानी जर्म्स से भरा हुआ है. वो पागल है हमारे ख्याल में. वो उसको बेवकूफ़ कहते हैं. The poet is saying in the fourth stanza that the people wanted to send Anton to Spain because he claimed that he had seen brain of housefly, as it was impossible to see tiny things at that time. Therefore, people didn't believe whatever he said. He also claimed that he had seen so many bugs in the water, but he was unable to prove his claim. Therefore, people took him a foolish person. It was impossible for people to see anything in the water because microscope hadn't been invented yet. As we see water, it looks clear. We are unable to see anything in it with our naked eye. In the same way, it was impossible for those people to see anything in water with naked eye. They called him Tumkov, which means top. That's how we got the microscope. They means Dutch. The people of Dutch, नीदरलैंड के रहने वाले लोग इसे Tumkov, top means बेवकूफ़ कहते हैं, उसे foolish person consider करते हैं, और इसी तरह से हमने माइक्रोस्कोप हासिल किया. Although they called him a foolish person, he had faced problems and endured criticism. He kept on struggling hard for inventing microscope. As a result, we have this wonder of science, microscope, through which we can see tiny things very easily. The central idea of this poem is all science until it is developed seems crazy to those who are interested only in what is related to them immediately. It is only the great inventors and genius people who can continue to work despite the disapproval of those around them who actually advance our world. पहले कोई भी साइंस पागलपन ही लगती है जब तक वो बनकर सामने ना आ जाए उन लोगों को जो सिर्फ अपने मतलब से मतलब रखते हैं. जैसे लोग एंटोन से पिनकुशंस और कपड़े ख़रीदना चाहते थे, उसकी इन्वेंशन को यूज़लेस कहते थे. सिर्फ जीनियस लोग ही इतने क्रिटिसाइज के बाद भी अपने काम को जारी रखते हैं और दुनिया को नई इजादात से भरते हैं. According to American author, people have laughed at all great inventors and discoveries. And according to Louis Forman, invention is a process. You don't get there overnight. And Plato said, I never did anything by accident. My inventions came by work. This is all about our poem. Thank you very much, students. Inshallah, we'll meet again in next video. Allah Hafiz, take best care of yourself.